Wednesday. So our easier yoga day, and today we are going to take it a little bit easy and to really just give ourselves a good stretch. Good morning, V. I expect to see you on the walk later. If your shoulders and neck have been giving you any kind of stress, well, we're going to work on that today. And then also, obviously, we'll get through other parts of our bodies too. But just the main focus is going to be on the neck and shoulders today. But we'll go ahead and start seated. We'll get some movement started there. So remember, you can always put a block underneath your hips or a folded blanket or even a pillow underneath your hips to allow your spine to sit up a little bit taller. So you can just place it there. So, because I know especially when we're just starting yoga, to sit up nice and tall is actually causes us sometimes a little bit of discomfort. So being able to lift the hips a little bit higher allows the spine to kind of pop up a little bit easier and to cause less stress in the body. So go ahead and take a moment and grab that if you need to. And then we're just going to sit here relaxing our hands on our arms or knees maybe, or you can place the palms up. As we breathe here, bring those shoulders up to the ears and then just roll them down behind you. And we're going to tuck that belly to our back as we begin to breathe through the nose. Nice deep inhales. And those first couple exhales, we're going to just open that mouth and exhale. All the way down to the bottom of the belly though. And inhale again. And exhale, open that mouth and good. Let's inhale again. And on this exhale, I want you to close the mouth and allow the breath to maybe move through the nose as you exhale. Good. Inhale again. And exhale through the nose. So continue to use this breath. This is our victorious breath, or Ujjayi breath, throughout this practice. And trying to inhale and exhale through the nose only. And maybe you can add in that sound, that fogging the mirror, that ha sound on that exhale. If you notice as you continue to breathe and you're trying for that exhale, that victorious breath, you'll feel the actual breath move in the back of the throat. Nice calming breath. It's a cleansing breath. Certainly a victorious breath. Remember today, as you're in this practice, always listen to your body, and today's no exception. Even though it's an easier day, we still want to be mindful of how our body feels right now at this moment. And also how it feels within each movement in our practice, with each asana, each pose. You can go ahead and gently open your eyes and inhale those hands up and exhale. Inhale those hands up once again and exhale. Now you can take those knees or those feet, and you can take one ankle in front of the other, or you can take one ankle and place it into that half lotus. We're going to start here with a nice little twist. So inhale the hands up. And we're going to take that right hand, reach over to the left side, and look behind us. A nice twist here. Keeping that Ujjayi breath going. Good. Let's inhale. Bring those hands all the way up. And exhale. Left hand over to right knee. Look behind you. Keep the crown of the head nice and tall. using that Ujjayi breath to be here in this posture. Good. Let's inhale those hands back up and then exhale them down to the knees. So you can stay here in this cross, or we can switch sides. So same thing, just flip the foot forward that was in back, and then we're going to, or you can come into half lotus. So same thing we're going to do here. Inhale the hands up, and exhale, right hand to left knee. Nice little twist here. And then inhale those hands up, and then twist over to the right side. Good. Inhale the hands up, and then exhale, hands come down. So taking the right foot in front, or actually, let's just go into our crisscross here. So cross-legged pose here. We're going to take those hands and just bring them up to the sky. Exhale, left hand over to the ground. Right hand's going to reach over as far as you can. Stay rooted still into that, either that pillow or the mat. Good. Inhale, come up, and exhale to the right side. Good. Inhale, come up, and we're going to take that right hand over to the left ear, reaching those left fingertips towards the mat. So you're going to feel the length on that left side of the neck. You'll feel a little bit of a pressure, but nothing too much. Don't overdo it. And then we're just going to turn that gaze towards the bicep, bringing the hand to the back of the head, and breathing there. Inhale up, and then let's just switch sides. Left hand comes over to the right ear. We're going to reach those right fingertips towards the mat as we gently move the head over to the left. Okay, taking those hands to the back of the head, we're going to just take the gaze towards the bicep of the left arm. Right fingertips still reaching down to the mat. Good. Inhale, come up. So we're going to take our feet into our butterfly pose right here. Taking those hands into the center. To start, make sure that chest is forward, shoulders back, keeping that belly nice and tucked. We're going to inhale right here. And then as we exhale, we're going to lean forward. Okay, so being very mindful of what the back feels like right now. Keep those shoulders out. Okay, we don't want to roll those shoulders. As we lean forward, we're coming from the hips. We're going to feel the inner thigh stretch right here, nice and gently. Don't overdo it as you breathe. Good. We're going to exhale one more time. This time we're going to allow those shoulders to roll. Maybe you're taking your hands a little bit further down. So don't worry about chest forward. We're allowing those shoulders to roll forward. We're going to come into a little bit of a deeper stretch, but a different way. Now your shoulders are kind of broad now. You can feel the opening of those shoulders as they kind of roll forward. Let's inhale, come up. We're going to take those knees together, pushing them together, and we'll just come into our tabletop right here. So remember, we just want to make sure that our wrists, our hands are first of all nice and wide, nice wide hands for a good foundation. We want our shoulders to be right above those wrists. And then our knees about hip distance apart, hips right in alignment with those knees. So you really don't want to be leaning forward or anything. As we inhale, we're going to drop that belly down, tailbone comes nice and high, and look up. Feel those shoulders kind of come together, those shoulder blades are kind of coming together. And then as we exhale, we push the back away from us, broadening through those shoulders and tucking that tailbone under. Good, look down. Inhale back up. And exhale, bring that chin to your chest, broaden through those shoulders once again, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale back up. And exhale, go ahead and push into that back, roll the tailbone under, broadening once again. Inhale one more time. And exhale, chin to chest. So now we're going to just tuck our toes and lift those hips into your first downward facing dog. Movement or no movement on those legs. It's up to you. All right, next inhale, let's just look at those hands. We're going to walk our feet forward. And just allow those knees to bend, and we're going to just hang here for a little bit. Grabbing those elbows, go ahead and move yourself from side to side. Maybe you're bending one knee as you lean over to that side. Bringing those feet closer together. We're going to inhale, lift, and then exhale, fold. Maybe the legs are straighter now. And then inhale, come all the way up. And let's just open up into that cactus. A nice, wide shoulders. Look up, keeping that belly nice and tucked. As we look up. Good. Inhale those hands back up. And then just exhale them to the sides. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of neck, or focus in our neck area right now. So we are going to keep that belly to our back, shoulders up, and bringing that chin down to your chest. Okay, so we want to try to drag that chin along the collarbone, and we're going to go over to the right the first time. So as you drag the chin, I want you to really drag it, and then take that gaze as far to the right as you can, being mindful of how it feels in the neck. And when you get there, we're going to inhale and look up, and take it over to the left side. Once again, we're on our furthest range of motion on the left side as we begin to drag that chin back along that collarbone. So we're going to do this a total of 3 times for each side. So keep going over to the right, find your range, and then come over to left. Dragging that collarbone down. And then back over to the right, finding that range, and up and over to the left. And then come all the way down to center. And then we're going to start and go over to the left side. So dragging that chin along the collarbone, over to the left. Look as far left as you can, and then up and around. So we're just working on your range of motion here. Look over to the right, and then drag that chin along the collarbone, all the way up to the left once again. Keeping that belly tucked, up and around. Good. Rotating once again down the collarbone, over to the left, Up and around. And then down to center. Good. Go ahead and lift that neck up. All right. So now we're going to come into our shoulders. So if you've been with me a little bit, you know that sometimes we do this, and it seems to take a little while, but not that long. But it's super good. It's like a little massage, especially for the back, the neck area. Hopefully that felt good already. So we're just going to take that left hand. I like to isolate. So I'm taking my left hand over towards the right shoulder so that my mind connects and I'm to what I'm doing. So my focus is only in this shoulder area, and the movement should only be from this area. So we want to keep that belly nice and tucked. Toes can point forward, right? And being mindful, everything's coming from that right shoulder. So inhale first, the hand forward. So the thumb is forward, the arm is nice and long. We want to reach through those fingertips as we come up, all the way up, until we come to our top of our range of motion. As you come there, I want you to turn that thumb back towards the front. So the thumb's always going to try to stay high. As we exhale, we come all the way down. And as we come all the way down and through near our hip, we want to come as close to our body as possible. Rotating that thumb forward once again, we're going to inhale, come forward. Back to that top of your range, flip that thumb up, and then exhale down. Keeping those hips forward. So you don't want to feel any movement in the lower body at all. Okay. Or really the upper body. Inhale, come back up. You want it all coming from the shoulder. So all movement should come from the shoulder. Hips, chest, everything stays forward. Exhale down. Good. Inhale, come back up. And exhale down. Good. One more time. Inhale, come back up. And exhale down. Okay, so we're coming to the side once again. Now we're going to come across the body. So inhale, come across the body with that right hand, reaching through those fingertips still. And exhale, as you come up to the top, thumb comes high once again, and then bring that shoulder all the way back, that arm all the way back. Remember to swipe that leg as you come forward again, moving that thumb forward, and then come across the front of the body. Good, and thumb comes back high as we exhale down. Good. Next to the body, thumb comes back to front, high, and then inhale back up. So remember, we're still trying to isolate this shoulder and keep the hips, chest, everything looking forward. Last rotation. And then we're just going to take that arm to the side. So here we're going to inhale as we bring this shoulder up. So try not to bring the ear towards the shoulder. You want to keep that head nice and straight. Exhale down. Good. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, push the shoulder all the way down and away from you. Inhale again. And exhale. Always being mindful of the movement and how it feels. Lift. And lower. We're going to go ahead and take this shoulder to neutral and then bring it towards the front. So we're going to just roll that shoulder forward. So inhale, lift, keep it there, and exhale down. Good. Lift and lower. Again, inhale, lift, and exhale. And one more time. Lift and lower. Good. With the same shoulder, we're going to roll it to the back. The chest is forward right here. As we inhale, lift that shoulder up. Again, we're trying not to shrug the neck, and exhale down. and lift and lower. Good. Lift once again and lower. Good. And lift and lower. And one more time. Lift and lower. All right. So go ahead and shake that out. I know it takes a little bit out of us to do that. It sounds so silly, but it does. And then we're going to take that right hand over towards the left shoulder. So being mindful once again, we're going to just isolate this left side, keeping the belly to the back, hips forward, chest forward, always lifting through the crown of the head. So keeping that right hand there, we're going to straighten that left hand and inhale as we bring that thumb forward, reaching all the way up to the top of your range. Then the thumb comes high and then we lower down. Good. Inhale again. And exhale back. Inhale once again. And exhale back down and around. Remember to come close to that thigh once again. Inhale, lift. Keeping that belly to your back. And exhale back down and around. All right, starting from the side, once again, we're going to come across the body. As we inhale, thumb stays high. Taking it to your top of your range, and then exhale, thumb comes back high as we exhale down. Good. Inhale, come up. And exhale back. And make sure that you see it. Inhale, come up. And exhale down. Good. And last one. Inhale, come up. And exhale down. All right, shoulders off to the side. So we're going to inhale, lift that shoulder up. Remember, no crunching that neck. And exhale as we push it away from you. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. And we have one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Good. Same shoulder. It's going to roll forward. We're going to kind of lock it in place right there. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Good. Inhale, lift again. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Last one, lift up and exhale down. Okay, shoulder rolls to the back as we lift and lower, keeping that belly nice and tucked. Lift and lower. Lift again and lower. And last one, lift and lower. Good. Shake that out. We're not done. We have one more rotation to do. And so we're going to take it across the body. So hands to the side, keeping that belly nice and tucked. The crown of the head is still going to reach up. As we take that right hand first, we're going to take the right hand across the body. Inhaling, keeping those hips forward. Taking it to the top of your range. Take that thumb high and then exhale down and back. So again, taking that thumb high, we're going to rotate and take that thumb or that hand to our back. Okay? So it's going to stay wherever you can place it. Left hand is going to come around. As we come to the top of our range, thumb comes high and down. Keep those hips forward. Now I'm going to rotate that hand completely so the thumb comes back high. And we'll take it to our back. So we're going to find a nice little spot here on our back. Shoulders Back, chest forward, tuck that belly as we inhale. And then exhale. Gonna take another breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. It's time to unwind here. So left hand comes back, keeping that thumb high. Take that thumb around and up. And come all the way up. Coming across the body, thumb rotates high once again. And take it down. Right hand comes back. Rotate it. Inhale up. And exhale, thumb high. Across the body. And back to the side. So we got to finish with our left hand. Left hand comes around across the body. Exhale down. Turn that thumb. And then take it to the back. Right hand across the body. You want to keep it as tight to the body as you can. Thumb rotates. Rotate that thumb again. And take it to the back. Good. Nice deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Right hand comes back. Thumb high. Across the body. And down. Left hand back. Inhale up. Across the body. And down. Good. All right, good job. Hope that makes you feel a little better. So we're going to come back to that mat. And we're just going to take a couple vinyasas here in case you're cooled down. So let's come to the top. Feet about hip distance apart. Coming into your mountain pose. Hands forward. As we inhale, the hands up. And exhale, fold all the way down. I'm going to do the modified today, so bent knee. Inhale, lifting halfway. I'm going to flatten that back. Shoulders. Let's pause here for a moment. Check your shoulders. Our chest should be forward, so our shoulders back. And we're reaching the crown of the head forward like we're a turtle poking out from his shell. Okay? Your balance here should be towards the balls of your feet. And your belly should be tucked. So this is a little intermission here to make sure that you have this posture and knows what it should be more like. So eventually you can have those hands down to the mat, the more flexibility you gain in the back of the hamstrings. We always like to bring people up as far as they can so that back is flat. So we're going to exhale those hands down to the mat. Step those feet back. I'm coming into the modified, so I'm going to drop my knees down to the mat. I'm going to bring my hips forward, keep that belly nice and tucked. As I exhale, I'm going to bring my chest down first. So I want my elbows to slide along my rib cage, elbows point back, bring my chest down, keep my lower belly engaged. As I come down now, I can let the belly release, keep the toes nice and engaged, and then tuck myself back into my downward facing dog. So nice and slow, extremely mindful of each movement. So you can take it however you want in that full vinyasa. So go ahead and take it up or down, it's up to you. Look at those hands, we're going to walk our feet forward, lifting halfway. Good, exhale, fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Hands come up, and then we're going to take those to the side, into your mountain pose. Good, let's take that again. Inhale the hands all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Take those hands down to the mat. Step your feet back and lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Good. Breathing here. So we're going to take 5 good breaths here. As we're here, I want you to now zone in on what the down dog looks like. So if your back is rolled, if you feel a roll in your back at all, go ahead and bend those knees. Take that belly and place it on your thighs. Hands are nice and wide. Your ears should be next to your biceps. Okay, the broadness in those shoulders should be here. So we're not dumping down into the shoulders, keeping them nice and strong. Here you can roll the triceps forward, eventually straightening those legs. The belly is always to your back in this position. All right, look at those hands. We're just going to walk our feet forward and lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. And take those hands to the side. All right, let's step back with that right foot. So lots of stuff you guys already know. So bending into that left knee, into your warrior one right here, 45-degree angle on the back leg. Your left knee is pointing towards the pinky toe, so we're not bringing that knee in forward. Hips are forward. Inhale those hands up. Shoulders down away from the ears. Keep the belly to your back as you breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, lift that left leg straight, pivoting, and we're going to take it to the right side. So dropping into warrior one on the right knee is bent now. Shoulders stay right above those hips, belly to your back, hips pointing now towards the back of the mat. Go ahead and open those arms to our warrior two. Still bending into that right knee, keeping the belly to your back as you reach through your fingertips. Your shoulders are up, relax them. We already did all that work today, relax them. Good, inhale, straighten that right leg. We're going to pivot our body and dropping into your warrior two on the left side. Reaching those fingertips out still. Good, let's inhale, lift the left leg, and then we're going to come into our triangle pose. So reach forward with that left hand and drop the left hand down to the leg. Right hand comes straight up, and then you can slide that left hand as far down as you can. If you want, you can take it all the way to the peace fingers around the big toes. But I don't want you leaning forward. So if you're leaning forward, bring your stance up higher. So you can keep those shoulders stacked. Good, inhale, come up. Pivoting our body to the back of the mat. Right foot comes straight out. Reach forward with that right hand, drop it down. Left hand comes up. So remember, stay here if you need to, or you can slowly lower down. You can look up at that left hand. If that's okay for your neck, again, we did all that work. Your range might be there or not. It's up to you. The sun in my eyes. Feels good though. Good, inhale, come up to center. Just bend into this right knee now. Taking that right forearm, place it down on top of that thigh, and then reach the left hand over. You can look at the left hand in the air. You can look forward, but being mindful of the space between the neck and the shoulder. We don't want to punch that neck. We want to keep that neck nice and the crown of the head reaching forward. So nice space right here. Good. Let's inhale, come up, and we're just going to take it to the front of our mat. So pivot the body. We're going to take bend that left knee, and right hand comes over. Again, be mindful of the space between the shoulder and the neck on the left side of the body. And belly to back always. Good. Inhale, come up to center. Since we're here still, we're going to pivot those feet a little bit inward. Heels slightly out. We're going to take a couple forward folds here. So when you're here, we're going to take those hands to your hips. Inhale, lifting through the crown of the head, keeping the belly nice and tucked, and exhale, fold. Hands come down to the ground. You can open up your stance a little bit further if you want. As we inhale, we're flattening that back once again, reaching the crown of the head forward. And then we exhale, walking those hands maybe in alignment with the heels. So remember, as you're here, you're trying to draw the crown of the head towards the mat, taking that balance to the balls of your feet, keeping that belly to your back. Good. Inhale, come up. We're going to exhale as we take those hands to our hips. And then inhale, lift up, all the way up, sorry. All right, taking those hands out to the sides. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to just take those hands behind our back, pushing that chest forward, clasping those hands together, making sure the belly stays to your back right here. So tuck the tailbone under. As we inhale, you can look up, and then exhale as you fold forward. So once again, we're allowing those shoulders to open up. Push those shoulders away from you. Bring the crown of the head pointed towards the mat. And breathe. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. And go ahead and release those hands, and we're just going to exhale, come to the top of your mat. Right back into your mountain pose here. We're going to inhale those hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting halfway, flatten that back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step your feet back and lower down. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Go ahead and come into a seat on top of your mat. So we're just going to take those legs straight out in front of us, flex those feet. Again, we're going to take that belly to your back, shoulders back. Inhale those hands up. And exhale, fold forward. So grab whatever you can. I'm going to grab my peace fingers around the big toes. You can do that by bending your knees. All right, as we inhale one more time, we're going to bring that crown of the head forward or up. We're going to bring those shoulders back and push that chest forward. So you can stay right here, or you can try to straighten those legs a little bit more as you fold forward. Just being mindful not to allow the shoulders to collapse in. We don't want the rolled back. We want to keep the spine nice and long. So giving it lots of room in between each vertebrae. Good, and let's inhale, come up. So we're going to just take a twist, and then we'll get ready for our Namaste. So let's take the right foot and place it about a hand distance between the left thigh and right foot. Okay, we're going to take that right hand right behind us. So remember, you have your option. You can actually twist open right here and look behind you, especially if you're expecting. This is your twist right here. Otherwise, you can take your twist to the opposite side. Right hand comes behind you. Taking the left hand up, and we're just going to try to take that left tricep in front of that right knee, and then open up. So as you're here, you want to keep this right hand as close to the hip as possible so that you're not leaning back. We want to stay nice and tall. Okay, tall through the crown, tall through the spine. Use that left tricep to push into that right knee to open you up further, keeping that belly tucked and that left foot flexed. Alright, let's inhale, look forward, and then switch sides. So right leg comes straight out, left foot now bends, about a hand distance in between the thigh, keeping that right foot flexed, right? Left hand right behind you. As we inhale, the right hand, and take your twist right there. Remember, belly to back. Look behind you, keep the crown of the head lifted. Lots going on, and I'll always try to tell you everything you might need to remember. Good. Inhale, look forward. All right. So we're going to take those knees into the chest, find our balancing. Okay, so chest forward, shoulders back. Tighten your mula bandha and stay off your sit bones. So you want to come a little bit more forward than those sit bones. Okay, take those feet off the ground. And you can just hang out here because you know your core is already working. You can release the hands and just stay here because then you'll know your core is already working. Or you can try to bring them a little bit further. So it's up to you as you breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to cross my legs, take those toes down to the mat. Hands are going to come about 6 inches in front of my hips as I inhale. I'm going to tighten the lower belly and my mula bandha and stay and breathe here. And then as I exhale, release down and come back into that same Navasana. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross those legs. Take those hands up in front. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Again, into your Navasana. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then cross those legs. Maybe the opposite foot comes forward. We're going to inhale, lift once again, and exhale, lower. And taking those legs straight out again. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down into your low boat, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then exhale your body all the way down to your mat. We're going to take those hands over the head as we inhale. Go ahead and tighten every bit of the body up. And then exhale, release. Good. Inhale once again, tightening everything up. And exhale, release. Take those hands off to the side. You can take those feet to the corners. If you want, you can take a pillow or bolster underneath those knees. Just lift them a little bit. As you walk your mind from your toes all the way through your body up to the head. Seeing if you're holding on to any tension within the body, any muscles that have not been released. Try to relax them and release them into your mat. Allow them to rest, including the muscles around the eyes and the mouth, certainly the shoulders. We're going to stay here for a few minutes. I will watch the time for you. So enjoy this time. you slowly begin to bring yourself back to this moment, begin by wiggling the fingers and toes, moving your head from side to side. Bringing your knees into your chest and rocking yourself. Dropping your knees to one side as you use your hands as a pillow to rest there. Taking one final breath before coming up to a seat at the top of your mat. Take a couple final breaths as we inhale those hands up and exhale. Good. Inhale, lift the hands up, bringing those hands to your mind for positive thoughts, to your lips for kind words, and to your heart for a thankful heart. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. Yay! Hope everybody's doing good. I'm going to go for a later walk today because it was kind of cold this morning. So here we are in our May weather. Have a wonderful day.